Welcome to the podcast From Stress to Success Blueprint. I'm your host, Lolita, and today's episode number 5. And I want to talk about situation that obviously it is stressful when you're dealing with other people, and specifically when you are in a conversation when someone keeps talking and talking and talking. And it could be that it's a negative conversation. Maybe they're just complaining a lot, or maybe they're talking about themselves a lot. And you want to be there for them, obviously, and you keep on listening. And it could be maybe this conversation is not the first time happening. Maybe this is already a second day in a row that you're talking about that, or maybe a week, and that person is not even making any changes. They're just talking about it. There are people who would love dumping their negative emotions onto others, or they feel like they need to be validated and heard. And, when they will complain about some things, they will need you to agree with them, because then that will make them feel more righteous and feel like they're important and self-validating. Obviously, that's very negative, and if it is stressful for you, it's not good for you. So how is that you deal with that? If you come from an environment where you've been treated poorly, and could be physically or emotionally abused, and you're not being validated and seen for who you are, it could be that you're already used to this kind of thing, and you just allow it to happen. You're like, I'm just going to stay here. I'm going to be on the phone for 3 hours, and I'm just going to listen. And I really need to use the restroom, but I better be, sitting tight here because I'm afraid to tell them I need to go. You're a people pleaser. If you cannot say somebody no, and you've been groomed to be people pleaser, if you came up from a dysfunctional family, or you feel like I have to be nice, and this person is going through some tough time, so I cannot really, I cannot really just tell them I need to go. I can't, or I'm late, or here's my advice, and it worked for me. You need to realize that if you want to be there for the other person, you have to be fully there. If you're already running low on energy, you're not capable to give them support that they need. You're not really showing up the way they need you to. So it's not like you doing unfavor to them, but you're also doing a favor to you, because you abandoning your own needs. You are just being too nice. Basically, you are coming from a place of fear. You're afraid to tell them no because you don't want to deal with the conflict that may follow. Start with small. If you are in a conversation that is lasting for longer than you physically feel like, oh my gosh, this is really draining me, I need to go, or I need whatever, like you feel, listen to your body, listen how you feel. And when you get an impulse of, I think this conversation needs to stop, you should stop. You should tell them, I hear what you're talking about, but I really need to go. Can we talk about this later? Or you can say, would you like I think I heard enough. Do you want to hear my opinion about that? Or do you want me to do something about that? Or do you want me to tell you what I would do in this situation? Start wrapping up the conversations. It's a good idea if you already, and I'm inviting you now to think about other people who just draining you with their conversations and you kind of feeling guilty saying no. If they are, prepare ahead. Prepare ahead an exit plan. Start the conversation with them and say, I have only 30 minutes. After that, I got to go. So you set an expectation for them. They don't feel like you're rude. You don't cut in conversation right away. You have plenty of time to show them that you are there for them, and you show that you respect their time, and you're obviously honoring their needs because you're still there for them. And then whatever 30 minutes arrive, you just say, okay, well, I'm really going to go now. And we can pick up where we left off. How about next time? Also, if you have that kind of person and you don't feel like talking to them at all, you're like, oh my gosh, I already spent like 3 hours talking to them yesterday. I don't want to do this today. Just message them and say, I'm really busy today. Can we do it some next time? Can we talk next time? I'm probably sure that they will say yes. Yeah, sure, go ahead. Because I don't think anyone will force you in the conversation. Nobody say, no, you have to stay on the phone and listen to the end of my life until I'm going to be done with this. Probably nobody will. So it depends on you. And if you grew up in an environment where you've been told that you need to listen to the end, guess what? You're not there anymore. So start small steps saying no. Start setting boundaries. You have to honor yourself and your needs. You need to feel yourself first so you can be there for those people. Because if you're not going to watch yourself and you're not going to really honor your needs, what's going to happen? You start resenting those other people. You'll be like, oh, I don't want this person. Why? It is because they are making you feel that way. But really, it's you who's making you feel that way. You're the one who should say, make this conversation next time. I'll better go now. So if you resonate with this, what I just said, and if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment and tell me, do you have those kind of people in your life where maybe it's time for you to setting some boundaries and saying, yeah, maybe we'll talk about it next time. And you promise to yourself right now and to me that next time when you're in a conversation, when you feel like it's just draining you so much, you will pause and honor yourself and tell them, hey, can we stop here and can we talk some other time? And I hope you did. So if you like my channel, thank you so much. If you have not, please subscribe and I'll talk to you the next time.